You see, when you use mindfulness, you can meditate on the psalmist, or when psalm which says that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, and take it, think about it, think about how a wonderfully made something looks like.
Exactly.
Visualize yourself as that wonderfully made person.
That also reminds me that there are personality types. There's this personality that is prone to guilt.
Yes.
Not basically like someone does not have to have died.
Yes.
They feel basically guilty over everything. Like you tell someone they have done something, they frown. You feel guilty.
Yes.
You say. So there's this personality that feels more guilt, and I think viewers should understand that. Sometimes you feel guilty, not because you did something that is making you guilty, but your personality type is a guilty type of thing, which maybe should be dealt with in counseling.
Exactly. And so that's why now also as a counselor, we also need to know the personality. They are quickly the 4 personality types which are common. Okay, we have several ways of doing personality. We have the Big 5 model. We have the pen personality type, but we have these common ones which people talk about: the melancholics, the sanguines, the choleric, and the pledge. Out of the 4, the pledge is bound to feel guilty because the pledge personality is a laid back personality type. The loyal, those guys who are very loyal, who are good, generally very good. They can lay down their lives.
They can easily become dormant.
Yes, they can easily become dormant, people to step all over. So they are bound to feel guilty that they did not do something. However, basically all of them, you see, now we say the personality types, even like the melancholic, you know, the weakness part of melancholic, they can be perfectionists. So they still can also feel, I wasn't perfect enough, that was not good enough, you know, things were not good enough. So as a counselor, therefore, this is when now you do even psychoeducating. You can do assessment of personality test. It is one of the assessments
very important
that we do when we're doing counseling. So, and also psychoeducate them. Why they are behaving the way they do. There's this book by Tim LaHaye about why people behave the way they do.
I love that book.
The one that really explains the personality type. Why people behave the way they do. You know, when people reach at that point, you are saying, aha. Oh, this is why. Okay, now I have got self-awareness. I know better how to go about this.
The self-awareness.
It's so psychoeducation counselors is also very, very important. And when you're doing psychoeducation, it means what? As a therapist, and you need to read. Don't just be satisfied with the master's you got, with the degree you've got, with the diploma you've got, with the PhD you've got. It is a question of continuing to read so that now you keep yourself abreast with what is happening. Yes.
Because I see even the doctors, you see the patient demographic keeps on changing. Technology. So even as a counselor, like we have now the issues of LGBTQ, how people are losing their lives now, it's complicated. So as you're saying, it's important to read. I want us to look at the last technique. Because now we have talked about the skills that you said, maybe the active listening, reflection, summarizing and all that. How does mindfulness help you to cope with loss and grief? And what is mindfulness, by the way?
Mindfulness is actually coming into terms or allowing yourself to think about that. You know, in most cases, we want to avoid. But mindfulness now is, it's like you're telling those thoughts, come baby, come, and you're there. You're thinking,
okay,
now here I am. I have lost so and so. This is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling it and all that. So mindfulness is being with yourself.
Yes.
Being in touch with your feelings, with your thoughts, and even acknowledging them that they are there.
You're not resisting.
You're not resisting.
You let them flow like birds. You let them flow in your mind.
Yes. And you know, mindfulness is not the same as rumination. You know, rumination is now negative. Ruminating is where you keep on those intrusive. They come. You remember what we say? One of the symptoms of PTSD and even most of the other psychological aspect is intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts, they come when you're asleep in form of nightmare. You dream. When you're seated somewhere, you daydream. You don't know, somebody can talk to you and you're like, you are not there.
Or even you ask them, what did you say?
Yes.
You're not there.
You're not there. So that is intrusive thoughts, which can cause rumination. Rumination is where you keep on thinking about something, eating you.
So you are talking about mindfulness.
Yes.
I like the way you talk about mindful. It's called mindful self-compassion. And I think we are going to have a whole session. We talk about that. So maybe unaweza guza kidogo
on mindfulness. Mindful self-compassion. So mindfulness, so where you get in touch with yourself and you allow. Actually, there is one technique in mindfulness self-compassion is say allow those to be there. But now, how do you go on? After you think about it, you let, as a counselor, you let the client to experience the pain. You let them to experience that. Then you don't stop there. You let them now experience what you call self-kindness. You know, when that mindfulness, you've thought about it, then allow them to experience self-kindness. Okay, all that happened, all that I did, all that, but then I'll be kind to myself. Let me be kind to myself. Allow them also to be in a position to look at themselves as not very unique. You know, when we be talking about mindful self-compassion, we talk about that as common humanity. This person it's not in isolation. Okay, it's not in comparison. We're not comparing at vile watu wanasema. You are able to do this. The other person also lost this and they were able to come up. But common humanity means, Rose, I'm going through that simply because I'm human. Meaning trees don't, or a seat like this one, don't grieve. They don't feel guilty. They don't deny. They don't feel negative emotions. Why am I experiencing negative emotions? I'm experiencing negative emotions because I'm human. Common humanity. So you don't stop at mindfulness, but you go on common humanity and self-kindness. I'll be kind to myself. So in the self-kindness, this is where, just like the way, if you find somebody who is going through a problem, how do we tell them, you're sorry, you will, I'm here for you and all that. Now, self-kindness is, you see what you tell the others about you're there for them. Can you be there for yourself?
Exactly.
We even, as you say, we'll do mindful self-compassion. So we even have gestures for self-kindness, like this one.
So I love hugging myself.
And hugging yourself.
And patting myself at the back.
Exactly.
You are GOAT.
Yes. So now, in mindfulness helps. And mindfulness, by the way, it is a technique you can do on your own. Okay, we always say it is good to be helped by someone who is a professional in the same, but you still can do it on your own because you have those negative, it goes, you have mindfulness, you have the negative thoughts. What do you do with the negative thoughts? You see yourself as part of human race that is experiencing that. So it's not that you're unique or you have done something wrong to God, so that's why you're doing that. Then of course now you move on to say, I'll be kind to myself. Supply some love to yourself. Supply some kindness. In fact, personally, I've used it a lot in therapy, and it works. It works because what mindfulness does, it doesn't stop you from. It doesn't stop the pain. How do I put it? It doesn't stop the grief. Rather, it doesn't now bring whatever was lost to back. No. But it helps you to clear your mind. You remember the science of the brain, how now the survival brain it really takes over and deactivates the logical brain. So when you do mindfulness, that mindful self-compassion exercise, you become peaceful. Yeah. You become calm. And calmness is one of the ingredients required by the logical brain to think. So even now you are able to find out ways how to go about from where you are stuck. Yeah.
Okay. You know, when you're talking about mindfulness, even as we finish, I find that, you know, you are not your thoughts.
Yes.
You know, your thoughts, you should see your thoughts like you are not them. Like, not everything your head tells you is true.
Exactly.
So that you can see your thoughts as something external. Mindfulness, as you're saying, it makes you that you don't give your mind so much power to control you, but rather you control your thoughts by allowing them to just be there to, you know, you take control.
You take control
over your thoughts.
You're intentional.
Thank you. You are intentional. You are intentional. And so it takes practice. Like the one that you say, breathe in, breathe out, like don't think about anything or let your thoughts just flow. You don't just wake up one day and that happens. Yeah. It happens through a process. Today you do that for 1 minute, tomorrow too. And you can tell me, Anne, if you're used to mindfulness, it's such a form of self-care that you feel like you don't want to ever get away from that.
Yes. Yeah. In fact, in simple terms, because now also we are bringing in the aspect of Christian, because we are also Christians and born again.
And you're not in a cult.
Yeah, and you're not very well. So it helps. You can even, I tell my fellow colleagues in church, you can even use scriptures. Yeah. Big scriptures. We have them, like Psalm 23. I'm meditating. By the way, David says so in Psalm 119. Exactly. I'll meditate upon your statutes, upon your law, upon your judgments. He really meditates. David really took time to meditate. When you're having that mindfulness, you're basically also meditating. So like now, let's say like these people who suffer maybe because of, we are talking about loss and grief here. Yes. But they also, it can be compounded by other things, like people who have low self-esteem. You see, when you use mindfulness, you can meditate on the psalmist, when Psalm which says that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. And take it, think about it. Think about how a wonderfully made something looks like. Exactly. Visualize yourself as that wonderfully made person. Supply kindness to yourself. Supply love to yourself. And with that, in fact, I use it every morning myself. Morning, anytime, even when I'm on the way.
It's such a healer. Yeah. And even think about people who have anxiety.
Yes.
As you are saying about maybe the Christian counseling. And that person maybe meditates on how, like, God lives. Yes. I can face tomorrow. Yes. He's not a liar. He will keep his promises. Yeah. So even meditating upon the word of God makes things so easy.